back, with the exception of Logan and Joe?
Like a different dynamic?
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing about those guys, they played as one. They played together for a while, so they knew what everybody else was thinking, and that's what we got to do. That's what we got to get on.
What's Coach Bell's message to you guys this summer?
The message is stay healthy. Stay healthy and do what you can to get better.
What are your goals for the summer?
My goal is to stay healthy and keep doing what we do. I mean, there's always things we can work on, and I think mine is going to be connecting with the younger guys, getting a better feel.
Big official visit weekend coming up here. Is there anything kind of you remember back when you had your official?
Not at all. No, my official was kind of just me, myself, and Davion. So.
Davion was your host?
He was my host.
Any favorite memories from that?
Not really. I wasn't an official visit person, so I stuck to myself.
What's the importance of this section of time for you guys, this month and conditioning up into July? What's the importance of this?
This is our edge. This is where we're not known to be out there and beat teams by 40, 50 points. Like this is our edge. It's doing the little things right and beating people that way.
So that's kind of the focus now of this section of the year, and how do you impart that on the new guys that just got here?
Well, it's a lead by example thing. New guys, they have two things to do: is show up and do it right, or do it the best they can. So they don't have too much on their plate just yet.
Who taught you? Who took you under their wing?
Everybody. I mean, I didn't do much my first year. Kind of just watched and observed, and then as I grew older, kind of find your group, find a couple guys that'll lead you down the right path.
What have you seen from Deontay kind of this spring and now into the summer with conditioning?
I'm in a different lift group than Deontay, so I don't really see much. So.
Seems like
all the guys together, and every season. It's a new group of guys, and Coach Ferentz gets on us all the time. Last year isn't this year, so we got to go out and prove ourselves all over again. We're looking forward to that challenge.
Where do you think you've grown the most?
Mentally, time, being able to manage my time. Now I'm getting a little older, my body, being able to take care of my body, make sure I go out with the best abilities or availability, and just mentally.
You mentioned last year maybe not being the best year for you. What do you want to change this year in terms of it making it a better year and maybe more consistent year? What are you looking for?
Taking advantage of every opportunity that I get, because I know in this game you only have so many. So I'm blessed to have another year to come back to try to capitalize on those opportunities and make the best for my team, and so we could do the best we could be.
I'm sure you're hoping to increase your draft stock too.
Oh,
What do you want to show this year?
You said consistency over time, more plays on the ball, tackles, doing everything. At the end of the day, it all comes down to just playing tough, smart, physical football. And if I focus on that, then everything will take care of itself.
As a sixth-year guy, do you feel like the old guy in the room, or?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I got called an uncle a couple times. Like I said, I remember when I was calling guys uncle. I remember when OJ was here. I was like, oh, old man. I'm getting called the old man. It's like, and I'm actually the oldest DB I think Coach Parker has ever coached. So it's nice to have that as on my belt.
Is there anybody in particular that's especially calling you uncle?
Kamari Moulton. All the younger guys. Khalil Tate, it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Khalil. Amari Bickham, Nestor, all the young guys. Kids say what they want to say now.
It's a good question. I think it stems from just seeing past success and past players that have made it to the NFL and done great things in college. And these are the same coaches that put them in that position. So for me and for these guys, I think it's pretty easy to trust this process when so many great guys have come before us. I think it's just kind of business as usual, like you said. these coaches have done a great job, and this program's done a great job, in my eyes, of just preparing me and preparing everybody for that moment when you step into that role. So yeah, I think it's been kind of building on itself for 4 years now since I've been here.
Any fellow defensive lineman that you've seen really take a step up, whether it's in terms of consistency, work ethic, whatever, anybody that's really caught your eye?
That's a good question. I'd say really all the young guys. I want to just point out a specific one really, but all the DNs I've been really impressed with. The D tackles as well. Just they don't seem like young guys to me really. They seem like they're totally bought in and they're mature for their years, I'd say.
Mason mentioned that it was hard to, keep up with his conditioning while everybody's home, like back in May, because you guys aren't with each other and like running with each other and all that. Is that difficult for you too, or is that more like a player by player?
Oh, it's probably a player by player thing. I don't know if it was hard to keep up with as much as just you gotta have that discipline yourself versus here is kind of taken care of for you, like you're gonna complete the workout. So yeah, it's a little bit more on you, I'd say.
Yeah, just running a lot. Yeah, in the summer it's a lot of like 55s, some 60s, kind of 85s, some little change direction stuff, just to maintain speed and coming out of breaks especially too.
How do you feel like that pays off, I guess, when you see the season come around?
Definitely puts us in really good shape going into camp. Coach Brayson does a really good job there, so we appreciate that. And then really just helps us adapt to the situations we're going to be in. We don't really know what they're going to call out because Coach Brayson just changes up what he's going to call every day, so and we don't know the exact amount, so just adapting to situations.
What do you mean he changes it up? Can you describe what that means? You just get to the line and he'll tell you what you're going to do? Or what?
Yeah, like we don't know the amount of reps we have going into it, like what exactly we're going to do, so it really helps us situationally.
All right, so what's been one of those hard days maybe that he announced?
We haven't gotten to like the deep end yet.
Okay.
Last year was a couple of days there.
Okay. What is the one from last year look like? What does one of those hard days look like from last year?
We have what we call a game simulator, so it's just conditioning. Everyone's out there, the entire team. It's broken into like skill positions, semi-players in the line, and we'll call it a position room. We'll go out there, run our reps, and then basically you can range anywhere from 6 to 2 reps. So if you get a 6, you'll go 6 reps in a row, and then he can just like keep you out there and just keep going, but like you don't really know what to expect.
So what's one rep, like a gameplay rep, or an exercise rep, or like what would be the rep in that situation?
That'd be just a conditioning rep.
Oh, okay.
Like a 55. Yeah. They can go longer, right?
Well, the farthest we go is a 55, a 60, or kind of 85, so it really just ranges from there.
Are you guys doing 7-on-7s at all?
Yeah, we've done a little. We have one tomorrow, just every Wednesday so far we've had one.
How's that going?
That's been pretty good. Getting some young guys going. The freshmen that just came in, just getting them adapted to the defense especially too, so it's been helpful for them for sure.
How do the quarterbacks look?
It looks good. They're out there throwing balls, making plays, so it's exciting, very competitive out there.
Does Cade look like Cade?
Yeah, he does. He looks good.
Talking a lot, probably?
Always.
So I watch a lot of like First Take and like the sport talk shows because while we're working out, that's when they air, and I just like to watch them. It kills a couple hours, so it's fun.
You're watching for the NBA hot takes today?
Oh yeah, I mean I was tuned in. Stephen A had a lot to say. He normally does, but it's normally good information. My man Shannon Sharp wasn't on there though this morning, so I was kind of surprised, but still good stuff. So.
Is that something you want to do?
I mean, it's interesting to me for sure. I feel like I have a good background of basketball. I mean, I'm sure you guys see my Twitter. I like to talk about it a lot my free time. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens after my ball days are over.
What did you do in the spring? You were a job shadower?
In the spring?
Yeah, I mean during basketball season. Is that right?
I haven't had any internships with basketball. I've been playing basketball ever since I started playing football. So 3-4 years old, honestly. And basketball is my first love. I think you ask a lot of people, they'll tell you the same thing. So it's still right up there with my favorite sports to watch along with football. Sometimes I dabble baseball, but more so when it gets like postseason time. Yeah, I just like to talk about it. I share my opinion, whether it's right or wrong. It's fun, gets me interacting with the games, and lets the viewers see a little bit of my personality, how I think, and stuff like that.
You went to a basketball powerhouse, right?
The Culver, we turned it into a basketball powerhouse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that school historically is known for lacrosse and hockey, but I was fortunate to be with a lot of good teammates. We were there great 4 years, had a lot of great success. I think a lot of us on the team would say we underachieved. I think we could have won a couple more state titles in there. Obviously, 2020 was wiped out because of COVID, but I think junior year and freshman year, we definitely let it slip away. But, they're still going strong today. Coach Galloway has those boys working hard, and every time I'm home, when they're in season, I try to catch a game and get up there and play a little bit of pickup every now and then with those guys.
How did you morph into being a football player? Is football your big ticket?
Like I said, I've been playing both, and I've been fortunate enough to be playing both at a high level ever since I was 3 or 4 years old. Starting out with the mini rims and Pee Wee basketball and flag football, and my dad never let me sit around as a young kid. So whenever basketball season was over with, I went straight into football. Whenever football was over with, vice versa, straight into basketball. I was just fortunate enough to be blessed to play both of them at a high level, and two things that I really enjoy putting a lot of my energy into. And basketball didn't work out, and I'm lucky enough football did. So